Nice beaver.
Thank you. I just had it stuffed.
Let me help you with that.
Parody movies have been around almost as long as cinema itself. A quick Google search of the genre will elicit a whole host of titles, suggesting that the movie parody has long been an art form of its own. But no matter where you choose to look, every list has one glaring omission.
I can't see anything. Use your open eye, Frank.
A man so adept at parodying a specific genre of film, he's able to do so almost entirely unnoticed. When viewed through the lens of a traditional linear career, M. Night Shyamalan has arguably travelled backwards in time. Off the back of the shock twist ending and supreme psychological horror he gave the world in The Sixth Sense, the director quickly realised he would struggle to top this feat.
Observations complete. Bringing drives back, returning to base.
Even to attempt to would risk unintentionally falling into the realm of cliché. So he chose not to fall, but instead embrace it, fully and entirely intentionally. A quick look at some of Shyamalan's films from the past 15 years suggests that he's knowingly parodying the very genre he helped to define. Yes, the plots can be predictable, the acting wooden, and the twists nonsensical. But that's precisely what you'd expect from someone making a tongue-in-cheek commentary on filmmaking. No?
Thank you.
He even regularly casts himself in his own films, to remind us that what we're watching is, in fact, M. Night Shyamalan's version of an M. Night Shyamalan film. But also to let us know that he, too, is watching, and that he's very much in on the joke. Parodies rely on over-exaggeration to highlight common tropes within a specific genre. This often takes the form of deliberately one-dimensional characters. When making the 1980 film Airplane, the Zucker brothers and Jim Abrahams knew better than anyone that too many movies define characters simply by what they do.
Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry I have to wake you. You a doctor?
That's right.
Or by how they look.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Cuddy say can't hang.
Oh, stewardess, I speak jive.
In his 2021 film Old, Shyamalan uses this exact technique to parody his own history of crafting one-dimensional characters who exist solely to serve the plot. In fact, he does so blatantly.
What are your names and occupations?
With every adult character introducing themselves by unnecessarily establishing both their name and job role.
I'm Greg Mitchell. I'm a cop.
I'm Jaron. I'm a nurse.
I'm Patricia. I'm a psychologist.
I'm a cardiothoracic surgeon and chief medical officer.
And with one character in particular, Shyamalan takes the joke one step further, turning his name into the butt of a very specific character gag.
That's mid-sized sedan. What? He's a rapper.
Not only is mid-sized sedan part of the parody, but his most commonly spoken line of dialogue doubles down on Shyamalan's deliberate use of character cliches.
Oh, damn.
Another way in which he not so subtly, but definitely deliberately mocks his own films. Shyamalan is also known for writing child characters who speak unnaturally like adults.
Everything people have written about in science books is going to change.
In Old, the plot conveniently allows his child characters to rapidly and prematurely develop into adults, right before our very eyes.
How old are you guys?
I'll guess I'm good at this. You're 11, right, Trent?
I'm 6.
It's almost as if Shyamalan purposefully made a visual representation of the very thing he's accused of doing in every movie. Almost. When it comes to parody filmmaking, there's arguably no one better than Mel Brooks. Whether it's having Harvey Korman break the fourth wall in his cowboy genre parody Blazing Saddles,
Where would I find such a man? Why am I asking you?
Or in 1977's High Anxiety, where he mimics Psycho's famous opening scene, but instead of the camera passing seamlessly through the glass window, it smashes straight into it. In his 2015 film, The Visit, Shyamalan utilises the tropes of the found footage genre to his comedic advantage, as siblings Becca and Tyler make a documentary about visiting their estranged grandparents. Scary stuff. And Shyamalan regularly uses Becca to parody his own directing techniques.
We're looking for visual tension. Things that pull the frame, things that force us to imagine what is beyond the frame.
By having the characters literally hold the camera, while acknowledging that they're using the exact technique that he uses, Shyamalan is letting us know that he knows, that we know exactly what he's doing.
Are you consciously aware that that's my intention?
The main difference between a poorly made genre film and a parody of said genre is intention and tone.
He's making it up as he goes along. No, I'm not.
Take Monty Python's Life of Brian. As a parody of biblical epics, if the tone was more serious, it would be regarded as a wildly inaccurate historical drama. But because they lean into surrealism and slapstick silliness, it's obvious what they're doing.
Fuck off. What?
The same applies to Shyamalan. He has too many ill-timed gags in his films for them to be taken as genuine genre pieces. Alongside frequent flashes of Nana's bum punctuating the scary sequences in The Visit, he includes visual gags which themselves dissect the very nature of horror. In 2008's The Happening, there are lines of dialogue that wouldn't seem out of place in a Saturday Night Live sketch.
You know, hot dogs get a bad rap. You like hot dogs, don't you?
Why are you giving me one useless piece of information at a time?
Terrible writing? Certainly. Deliberately terrible writing by way of parody? Who knows? Not only that, but the film brings into question the very things we find scary in the first place, with the least terrifying thing imaginable being the source of all evil.
It's the plants.
We're just here to use the bathroom. And then we're just gonna leave. I hope that's okay. Plastic. I'm talking to a plastic plant.
Shyamalan made a name for himself by mastering the third act twist. The Sixth Sense still has people saying, spoilers ahead, when revealing that Bruce Willis is a ghost.
But that's not the end of the magic trick.
Indeed, Shyamalan has become so adept at parodying himself that he's consistently been able to craft twists that can be summed up in just a few words.
Those aren't your grandparents.
He called me Mr. Glass.
Swing away.
And The Happening has the ultimate parody twist of all time. The twist is, there is no twist.
Are you joking?
When Mark Wahlberg and Zooey Deschanel decide to surrender, they walk outside to find that the plants have just stopped killing people. For no reason. Comedy genius. So the next time you find yourself having a heated debate about an M. Night Shyamalan movie, just ask yourself, who's really pulling the strings?